students, welcome to AJ Akshar Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss units and measurements. In this units and measurements, introduction of units and measurements. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's session. Let us explore some of the questions. Why does the rainbow have specific colors in a specific pattern? Why do stars twinkle? What is a meteoroid? Why do day and night occur in a cyclic order? All these questions led towards curiosity. So, let us discuss. What is curiosity? Curiosity leads us towards science. So, curiosity leads towards us science. What is science? Science is a systematic knowledge of the physical or material world gained through observation and experimentation. So, science is a systematic study of matter and materials, and it is a systematic knowledge of the physical or material world gained through observation and experimentation. Okay. See, observation, experimentation. Now let us discuss. Observation need not be always correct. When we observe a railway track, it does not appear to be parallel. See this railway tracks. Railway tracks are, we are observing the railway track, it does not appear to be parallel. But actually the tracks are parallel. So, these are the parallel tracks. Contrast just on observation, experimentation is essential. For this, we require precise calculation. So, for that experimental calculations, let us go with example. In Ohm's law, we can say the ratio of voltage to current may be constant or may not be constant. We need to measure things for accurate results. So, the purpose of experiment is to establish the laws, hence measurement of different physical quantities is extremely important. This leads us to a very important topic, that is measurement. Okay, that important topic is measurement. In units and measurements, we are discussing now measurement. Let us understand some terms before we start this topic. What are these quantities called in physics? Weight, length, height, temperature, pressure, time. These are called physical quantities. Physical quantity, nothing but a quantity that can be measured is called as physical quantity. So, which we can measure is called physical quantity. A quantity that can be measured is called as physical quantity. So, example, length, mass, velocity, temperature, area, volume, density, etc. are measurable quantities. Non-physical quantity. So a quantity that cannot be measured is called as non-physical quantity. Examples: love, hatred, like, etc. Now let us discuss MCQs. Which of the following is not a physical quantity? Length, mass, time, air. So in these four options, which is not a physical quantity? Air is not a physical quantity. Okay. Option D is correct. Which of these is a physical quantity? Acceleration, like, dislike, hatred. So which is a physical quantity among all these? Acceleration is a physical quantity. Curiosity leads us to science, only observation, only experimentation, none of these. So curiosity leads us to science. Okay. Now let us discuss physical quantities. Physical quantity, any quantity which can be measured directly or indirectly, or in terms of which any laws of physics can be expressed, is called physical quantity. So physical quantity nothing but any quantity which can be measured either directly or indirectly, or in terms of which any laws of physics can be expressed, is called physical quantity. There are two types of physical quantities in SI system. Let us discuss. Physical quantities are two types: fundamental quantities and derived quantities. One is fundamental quantities, the other is derived quantities. What is a fundamental quantity? A physical quantity which does not depend on any other physical quantity for its measurement is called a fundamental physical quantity. So which does not depend on any other physical quantity is called a fundamental physical quantity. Now fundamental quantities. Let us discuss fundamental quantities and SI units and its symbols. First one, length. Its SI unit is meter. Symbol is m. Mass. SI unit kilogram and symbol kg. And time. SI unit second. Symbol s. Thermodynamic temperature. Kelvin. SI unit is Kelvin. Symbol K. Amount of substance. SI unit mole. Symbol is MOL. Electric current. Its SI unit is ampere. Symbol A. And last one is luminous intensity. Its SI unit is candela. It is a measure of intensity or brightness of light. Luminous intensity nothing but it is a measure of intensity or brightness of light. Its SI unit is candela and its symbol is CD. So these are the fundamental quantities. 7 fundamental quantities: length, mass, time, thermodynamic temperature, amount of substance, electric current and luminous intensity. Next, supplementary quantities. These are two supplementary quantities. One is plane angle, its SI unit is radian, symbol is RAD. The other one is solid angle, its SI unit is steradian and its symbol is SR. So totally fundamental quantities are 7 fundamental quantities and its supplementary quantities are 2 supplementary quantities. Those are plane angle and solid angle. So totally 9 fundamental quantities, 7 fundamental quantities and 2 supplementary quantities. Okay. The angle inscribed by surface at a point is called solid angle. Here making an angle subscribed by a surface at a point. This is the angle and denoted by letter P. So there are 7 fundamental quantities. Now derived quantity. So the physical quantity which is derived from more than one fundamental quantity is called derived physical quantity. So the physical quantity which is derived from more than one fundamental quantity is called derived physical quantity. Example: area, density, force, acceleration, work, etc. These are the examples for derived quantities. Some derived quantities: velocity, its SI unit is meter per second. Velocity is equals to displacement by time. Rate of displacement is known as velocity. So velocity is equals to displacement by time. And acceleration, its SI unit is meter per second square. Acceleration is equals to velocity by time or change in velocity by time. Rate of change in velocity is known as acceleration. Next, work, its SI unit is joule or kilogram meter square per second square. So work is equals to force into displacement. The product of force and displacement is known as work. Now I will discuss MCQs. First one, a quantity that can be measured is called a physical quantity, non-physical quantity, quantity, either B or C. So a quantity can be measured is called physical quantity. First option is correct. Now second one, the physical quantity which are expressed in terms of more than one fundamental quantity are called derived quantity, fundamental physical quantities, supplementary physical quantities. So the physical quantities which are expressed in terms of more than one fundamental quantity are called derived physical quantities. First option is correct. Next. Now, the physical quantity which are expressed in terms of more than one fundamental quantities are called derived quantities. So, example: area, density, force, acceleration. So, that is why the physical quantities which are expressed in terms of more than one fundamental quantity are called derived physical quantities. There are dash fundamental quantities: 7, 3, 6 and 16. So there are 7 fundamental quantities. So here 7 fundamental quantities are length, mass, time, electric current, thermodynamic temperature, amount of substance, luminous intensity. These are 7 fundamental quantities. So these are the 7 fundamental quantities. Acceleration is the derived physical quantity which depends on dash fundamental quantities 2, 3, 5 and 0. So here acceleration is a derived physical quantity which depends on 2 fundamental quantities. One is velocity is equals to displacement by time. So acceleration is equals to velocity by time, that is displacement by time square. So that is why it depends on 2 fundamental quantities. Charge is a dash quantity: fundamental, derived, non-physical, supplementary quantity. So charge is a derived quantity. So charge is a derived quantity. Second option is correct. Why? Because current is equals to charge by time. So charge is equals to, from this you can written as current into time. So fundamental quantity. So that's why charge is a, by using fundamental quantity we are deriving the derived quantities. So charge is a derived quantity. So this current is a fundamental quantity. Time is also fundamental quantity. This derived quantity is charge. From the fundamental quantity we are deriving the derived quantities. So that's why charge is a derived quantity. Thanks for watching this video.